In 1977, a CIA director sat before the Senate and admitted that for 2 decades, the government ran secret experiments on its own citizens. These programs operated without their knowledge, without their consent, and without any legal authority. The press ran the story on front pages across the country, and then, within 18 months, the story quietly disappeared from public view. We know about the program, called MKUltra, only because 20,000 files survived a mass destruction order. They only existed because they had been misfiled in a financial records warehouse the order didn't reach. 4 years prior to that hearing, CIA Director Richard Helms had ordered the destruction of every document related to the project. Those 20,000 pages were a fraction of the hundreds of thousands that originally existed. Today, over 50 million pages of classified U.S. government documents remain hidden from any civilian eye. Not journalists, not historians, and not even elected officials without specific, high-level clearance. The historical record we are allowed to see is essentially the version the intelligence community decided the public could handle. We are working within a curated narrative where the most damaging evidence was erased decades ago. The CIA ran 150 separate projects under the MKUltra umbrella, testing the absolute limits of human endurance. They used LSD, administered without warning to unwitting subjects, alongside sensory deprivation and psychic driving, a process of looping recorded messages into a sleeping subject's ears for up to 16 hours a day. Dr. Ewen, a former president of the American Psychiatric Association, led the most extreme experiments. His stated objective was de-patterning, the complete erasure and reconstruction of a human personality. While MKUltra officially ended in 1973, a 1994 Presidential Committee on Human Radiation Experiments discovered that non-consensual testing on U.S. citizens did not stop. These records confirmed that government research simply evolved, moving from chemical dosing into the effects of the electromagnetic spectrum. They maintained the same objectives with restructured funding and new program names. On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. In 1964, the Warren Commission concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, but 63 years later, the government is still refusing to fully release thousands of documents related to the case. In 2017, a declassification order was overruled by the CIA and FBI. In 2021, the deadline was extended again. Even the tranches released in 2023 and 2025 arrived with heavy redactions and further extensions. Intelligence researcher Jefferson Morley testified before a Senate committee in 2023 that the withheld files contain evidence of a pre-existing CIA relationship with Lee Harvey Oswald. It is a connection that began months before the shooting in Dallas. The core issue hidden in these files is not necessarily who pulled the trigger. It is a question of institutional knowledge. Who knew what, when they knew it, and what they chose to do with that information. In 2013, the CIA finally acknowledged the existence of Area 51, describing it as a testing site for high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft like the U-2. While that mission is well documented, it represents only part of the facility's history. Separate documents from the National Declassification Center referred to agreements made in the late 1940s and 50s with non-U.S. entities. These memos do not identify who those entities are, leaving a significant gap in the official account. The modern push for disclosure began in 2017 when Senior Intelligence Officer Luis Elizondo resigned, stating that we may not be alone. By 2020, the Pentagon officially released Navy sensor videos showing objects capable of maneuvers that violate known principles of physics. In 2023, former intelligence officer David Grusch testified under oath before Congress. He stated that the United States has been in possession of recovered non-human craft for decades, information he claimed has been actively concealed from elected officials. This testimony points to a structural breakdown in governance, an intelligence apparatus that is concealing a significant reality from the officials legally responsible for overseeing it. On September 26, 1983, a Soviet satellite detected 5 incoming American nuclear missiles. Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov defied protocol by judging the sensor data a malfunction and refusing to report the alert. He was correct, but the event remained secret for decades. A similar event occurred during the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. A Soviet submarine commander, under attack by U.S. depth charges, ordered a nuclear torpedo armed for launch. He was stopped only because one of his fellow officers, Vasili Arkhipov, refused to sign the order. The United States government knew exactly how close the species came to ending in both instances, yet they chose to maintain complete silence for years, withholding the clinical reality of these near-apocalyptic moments from the public. This bureaucratic machinery is active and functioning right now, managing the boundaries of public knowledge. This process is reclassification, a system where public historical documents are quietly pulled back into the classified system. In 2006, the National Archives confirmed intelligence agencies secretly reclassified over 55,000 pages, files people had already read, now hidden once again. An architecture maintaining 50 million secret pages, while retroactively hiding records already in the public domain, functions as a tool for institutional self-preservation. It is a system designed to protect itself. Inside that vault is the answer to the only question that matters. What is so dangerous that they still won't show it to us? And more unsettling still, who exactly are they protecting it from?